Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Maybe it's evening. Welcome to Flip It Friday. I am Beth Myers, Law of Attraction Certified Empowerment Coach, and I am also a mentor and a speaker. And I am so excited to be with you today. I am with Arrival Coaching. That's my company. And I am just thrilled that you're able to join me today for what's going to be a weekly event throughout the year on Fridays at noon for Flip It Friday. And for those of you that are just joining us today for the first time, I've been posting Music Monday where I pick a song that has a meaning behind it, and I've picked an empowerment word for this year, A to Z. And today we are on the letter B, and we are going to be focusing on the word brave and the song Brave by Sara Bareilles. Hey Tammy, it's so exciting to have you joining us today. Thank you for being here for Flip It Friday. And I know some other people are going to be joining us today or catching us on the replay. So I'm really excited to be creating a community where we can come together and really focus on how to be more powerful, to unleash the power that is within us, and finding ways to anchor that each week. I like to do it with music because music feeds my soul and helps bring my spirits up, or helps me connect to what I need to connect with. Brave babes. Yes, Tammy, I totally agree with you. Stepping out there into our light and being that brave person. So hopefully you were able to connect with Musical Musings, which I send out on Wednesdays, or anytime that you sign up on my Facebook page or my website. I will send you this Musical Musings printout that has the post from Music Monday, and it also has my take on the lyrics from whichever song we're focusing on for that week. So if you haven't gotten a chance to sign up for that, feel free to. It can add to the conversation and have the lyrics right in front of you as we have a discussion, a conversation, taking the lyrics to a little deeper level and seeing, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? And really have that conversation. So Roger, so glad that you're here with us this week. We're going to be brave, and we'll get into the lyrics here in just a few minutes. So really take a second to get centered within yourself. Really take that deep breath and come back into ourselves. Think about what that word brave, when you hear that word, it has many different meanings. As we hear the song Brave and listen to the lyrics of that song, it has many different meanings to different people, and that's why creating a conversation about the lyrics is something that was a way to kind of jumpstart this new year to more empowerment and all of us stepping into our light. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a line that jumped out at each of us. So Tammy and Roger, if there's a line or something from the song, the feeling that you got from that song that you'd like to share, please feel free to type that in and join the conversation with that. I'm just going to take a look at my notes here from the Musical Musings. And when I look at this song and the lyrics, it reminds me about the choice that we all have. And many times our choices are based in lack and based in thinking we're not enough, we don't have enough money, other people are doing it better than we are, who are we to say that we can do this? Not really having a desire, not putting that desire out there because we're afraid to be disappointed. Hey Susan, so glad you're joining us. Yes, hello beautiful to you as well. We are talking about Brave. We are talking about Sara Bareilles' song, the lyrics, and taking it to a deeper level. And so glad that you all are joining in on the conversation today to see what your thoughts are, what your takeaways are from some of the lines and lyrics of this song of Brave by Sara Bareilles. So many times people are very unconscious or not aware that they are in that lack thought when we procrastinate. That's one of the things I work on is working through that and realizing that that is a choice I make and I'm focused in lack. And one of the lines in Sara Bareilles' song that to me is very telling is everybody's been there. Everybody's been stared down by the enemy. A lot of times we like to take that outside of ourselves and find an experience or a person in our own lives that is where that's showing up and it's mirrored in somebody else's unkind behavior or saying something unkind towards us. And so, a lot of times we tend to think of it as unkind people. But if you take it to that deeper level, it really has to do with how are we not standing in our own truth and being that real person and examining the beliefs that we have about ourselves. And are they based in lack or are they based in abundance? And, we sometimes cave into those thoughts that we believe about ourselves, which are limiting beliefs. We stay in that little box of this is only how big I can be. And if you desire to step out there and be your best self and put forth that energy to be your best self, part of it is taking a look at, well, where are you limiting yourselves? What are those beliefs that you hold? Is it that you're not enough? You really are. You are enough. And that's the more abundant thought. Our universe and our earth shows us so many abundant things. If you look at the stars in the sky at night, you see all of the sparkling stars that are out there, and there's more than we can count. The drops of water that are in the ocean that make up that large body of water, or the lake or the pond that you might be near. There is much abundance, and we a lot of times focus on the things that we don't have, where we ourselves are feeling that. So a lot of times it's really shifting the perspective or the limiting belief. And in listening to this song and the energy that I get from that, it really makes me decide to really step into my own light and be brave. Try things that I've never tried before. Facebook Live. Last week was my first Facebook Live for Flip It Friday and putting this out there. And it was scary. It was something that I was like, oh, I'm not sure how this is going to go. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to step out there. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do what Sara Bareilles talks about. And the affirmations. There are so many affirmations in this song in her chorus. I just want to see you. I want to see you. Think of that being the affirmation of I want to see you step into your light. I want to see you be brave. How are you going to do that in 2017? How are you going to step out there and be brave? Tammy and Susan and Roger, maybe you can type in, what is something you're going to do to step out there and be brave? How is that going to show up for you? What is it that you desire? How are you going to step into that feeling? Because what is that feeling that's behind being brave? Certainly we have to have courage, but you have to have belief in ourselves. Belief that we can do it. That we have all that we need inside of us. We were born that way. We come into the world with everything that we need. And then as we get older and as we kind of step into society's box or other people's box of what they think we should be and what we then believe we should be. Part of being brave is stepping outside that box and saying, what is it that you really want? What is it that I really want? That's really the essence of being brave, is loving yourself, knowing that you are valuable, that you are important, that you've decided that that's something that you are going to put forth. You know, we can all decide to play small. We can decide to stay in that lack mode and allow those limiting beliefs to keep us small. But that's something we do to ourselves. Just as when words come at us, which sometimes, her song also talks about the words coming at us, that you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. And you can be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. That a lot of times is saying, hey, look inside ourselves. How can we each bring that love for ourselves forward to share with other people? Susan, you're saying, live my truth and not be derailed by others' perceptions of me. Wow, that's a really, really powerful statement for 2017. And I know and believe that you, by taking those risks and saying, I have decided that I'm not going to be derailed by what others might think of you, that you're going to continue to do great things. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for putting your stake in the ground and saying, this is what I want to do. Tammy, your word for 2017 is truth. I love that. I'm brave because I'm living as my truly authentic self. Wow. That is, I'm just going to take a second and breathe that in with you. Truth. Being your authentic self. And it takes playing with that and being with how to bring that forth. If we don't ever spend any time looking at that or playing with that energy of what it is that you really desire, it makes it hard to put that out there. So I know that that's something that you are doing, and bravo for you for being brave and allowing that truth for yourself to stand in that truth. Roger, you're saying, I've been taking risks and being brave, speaking my truth and living my truth as I go on my journey in this new year. This is a part of my word for this year, driven. Thank you for sharing your word as well, Roger. Driven. Yeah. You're taking charge. You're being in that driver's seat. And I can see you in that really cool car and driving through each day, each moment to live your truth and put forth what you want to share with this world and what you know is important for you. Because what's important for you is likely to be important for others as well. As you show up in your full self and your authentic being, that's going to be mirrored back to you, and you're going to be reflecting your light, and others are going to feel that, and they're going to be able to reflect their light. And it's going to be like a domino effect of one person sharing it with another and then another. And that's really the greatest gift that we can give this world, is to be in control by stepping into our own light and being that person that knows what they want to choose, what they want to put forth in the world. Hey Kathy, so glad that you're here. Social media is full of people saying what they want, and it's often very negative. And they feel brave hiding behind their social media words, not being face to face. I know this song is about the flip side of this, positive things. You're exactly right. Thank you for bringing that up, because that is something that we see very often in not just the regular media, but on social media. And we always have a choice. We have a choice of what we choose to pay attention to. And when we flip things upside down and we take a look at it differently, the opposite or the flip side of negativity is positivity. And if you're wanting to make that choice to put more positive out there into the world, it's being able to decide, well, what are you going to focus on? As Roger's driving in his car and being driven to speak his truth and live his truth, and Tammy being in her truth, and Susan being in her being of just not paying attention to some of the things that other people are saying that may not serve what she knows to be true about herself, then it's being able to uncover that. And as Tammy's saying, isn't it interesting that all three of us have a view of being brave as being truthful? Yes, yes. And what's put out there on social media may be the truth for somebody at that point in time, because they're maybe focused on that lack. They're feeling that lack within themselves, and they're feeling like everyone else should be focused on that. But we all have a choice to kind of take that mask off and unmask and unleash our true selves and the truth that we have to share. And as Tammy's saying here, to me that shows the power of masks that society expects of us. And it is really brave to remove that mask. Wow, so powerful and so powerfully said. So, this community, this opportunity on Fridays at noon with Flip It Friday gives us the opportunity to take the lyrics of a song, flip it upside down, and have some conversation about what we can pull away from that song and bring into our own lives. And that's one of the desires that I have. My word is joy for this year. How to bring more joy into the moments. And I love connecting with people. I love being able to share what I found to be true for myself and stand in that power to be able to help other people find their joy and what they're passionate about, and stand in their truth. And so each of us is going about our day, every day, impacting many different people, many different having many different interactions, whether it's on social media and what we're choosing to post and to share, or to like and respond to, or what to stay on the page reading, or saying, that's not for me. That doesn't align with my truth. That isn't where I want to be focused. And one of the awarenesses that I came to today with a wonderful friend of mine is that being able to allow for your full self to come into being and feel that abundance that is there, really shifting that focus to abundance, is a way that we can move through our lives in a very powerful way. And Roger saying agreed. Awesome. Awesome. I really am hopeful that we can continue to unleash this power that each of us are feeling inside of ourselves, and embracing that and being brave as we move through finding our truth and sharing our truth with others. And so my parting thought for today would be to be brave, because I just want to see you. I just want to see you. And I know that others want to see you and see you bring forth your light and your truth. And I invite everyone to spread the word, share Flip It Fridays, Music Mondays, musical musings with all that you feel would benefit from or find value in the messages and the conversation that we've had here. If you're going to watch the replay, if you're watching the replay, feel free to make comments. I'll respond to those and share in this conversation of brave and go forth, be true, be you, and be on this journey to thrive, not just survive in your daily life. Thanks for joining me, Beth Myers, Law of Attraction Empowerment Coach, mentor and speaker of Arrival Coaching. Have a fabulous Friday. Thanks for joining me today.